Hey, what's up? In the Kasha here, gonna teach you guys how to make my homemade sourdough. First, absolutely most important first is make sure you have everything you need. So the list of things that you need is a sourdough starter. So I have my sourdough starter. It's been going for about 4 months. And then you want to have flour, sugar, olive oil, and yeast, active dry yeast. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 tablespoons of flour to a cup and a half of lukewarm water, and 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. And you're going to put it together and get it ready. Set it aside for 15 minutes until it's nice and frothy. Make sure that you put a spoon in it so that the yeast has something to cling to rise. Metal spoon is really important. Next, you're going to take 4 cups of flour and sift it and set it aside. And you're going to take 1 cup of that sifted flour, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I use regular iodized salt. Usually I use pink Himalayan salt, but I'm currently out. So you're gonna whisk it so it comes out with almost like if you make graham cracker crust. It should look almost in the same consistency as that. So then your next step is to add the yeast mixture to your flour mixture. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And don't worry about getting the little bottom in there, because we're going to use this same 4 cup measure, 3 cup, to put our sourdough starter in. So there's 1.5 cups of water in here, and our flour and our sugar and our yeast. And now we're going to put 1.5 cups of our sourdough starter. Right there. I'm going to pour that in. Alright. Set that aside. So as you come out with a nice mix like this, then you want to take your whisk and mix it up before you put it on your stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, well, I can say I bought mine for $50. So that shouldn't be too inexpensive. Oh. So you're going to take that mixture and you're going to put it on your stand mixer. Get your stand mixer all set up. And I use regular whisk first. It's a blending. Put that on the mixer. And then we got our 4 cups of sifted flour. I use sifter. I got this for like $1.50. Really cheap, inexpensive, small sifter. You don't need a big sifter because you can always use just a small little amount at a time. So you're going to take a roughly 1 cup of flour and add it in to the mixture just like that. We can go ahead and plug ourselves in. Lower the mixing head. And we're going to blend this for probably about 3 minutes. So I'll leave you guys here. Mix that for 3 minutes. Alright guys, sorry about that. But so this is my sourdough recipe. I've perfected it over many trial and error. Due to me not being, I don't edit a lot of my videos. I like it more live. That way if I mess up, you can see at home that I mess up. And you can mess up too, it's perfectly fine. It's just a part of natural life. If I edit it, then you're not going to see me mess up and how to fix those errors. You're just going to see, oops, I made an error. Oh, next frame. So, the sourdough starter. My sourdough starter, I feed the night before and I put it in the fridge. Sometimes I feed it the day before because I feel like the alcohol can get a little bit, just a little bit on the top, and that's what I want to make my sourdough. So, alright, so this is looking absolutely fantastic. Look how thick and luscious that is. Sourdough. Okay, so the next, we are going to add half a cup of flour, our sifted flour. Half a cup. Dump that right in. Put our blending head down. You can just mix this at medium speed. However, the next time that I add flour, I'm actually going to be switching hooks. Most people don't do this, they just start off normally with a regular hook. I like to get it blended in to make sure that it rises good and has a good smooth consistency. You get your dough hook all set. Alright, that's combined pretty well. You can already smell. I wish I had smell-o-vision. Can somebody just invent smell-o-vision so we can smell what everything is? Please. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove our hook, and we're going to replace it with our dough hook. And now we're going to add another half cup of flour. Half a cup of flour. You want to make sure that you sprinkle the flour all over the surface because you don't want your dough hook to stick. Once again, you turn it on to a medium speed and let it go for about 5 minutes. You should have about 1 cup of flour left. Not quite a full cup of flour, but almost a whole cup of flour. So, just put our, always clean up as we go and put our dishes in the sink. All set to go. and get our dough nice and mixed. Perfect. Alright, so we pull up our dough and it looks like this. I say the only thing about these cheap mixers, they work really well for dough. You just gotta take it slow, and that's fine, because that's how I like to make bread, nice and slow. So you're gonna take the rest of your flour and just dump it in there. And mix on medium speed. Alright, so you're going to mix that for about 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes, that'll get the kneading process all going. And see how the dough hook is going to work in kneading it. Say hi, Daisy. Say hi. That's my daughter Daisy. She's helping me make bread. Okay, so once it starts mixing, you want to turn it out onto a lightly floured surface. Just a little bit, patting it back and forth, get some flour coverage on there. And then you want to put it back into the same mixing bowl. Put a dishcloth, a wet, damp dishcloth over the top of it. And let it rise for about an hour and a half. And I'll get back to you as soon as that is up. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it in a 2-part video. So this is part 1. I want you guys to like, subscribe, make sure you comment below if you'd like this recipe. I have a lot more coming at you with part 2 in a minute. Later.